Hello and welcome to this drink review of a drink called Lando Norris Monster Energy. So, I mean, just judging by that, okay, I can see it says race winner in the back, so I assume that it's a car racer, like the other one, Lewis something, which I quite like that one. So, can't really smell anything. So let's see how it tastes. It's a little bit of like a yellow with a slight greenish tint to it. It looks way more yellow on camera than it does. Like you can't really tell that it has that greenish tint. No, that's quite pleasant, but I have no idea. It's supposed to be like banana or something? Like a artificial banana taste? Mm, no idea. But that's kind of like the taste that I'm getting. Let's see. If I search Lando Norris Monster Energy flavor. It's supposed to be sweet melon and tangy yuzu. Alright, well. I don't know, to me, I'm getting more of like a banana taste. Maybe some cantaloupe, maybe. But it could be because I just ate some cantaloupe, so... and it wasn't very good. The cantaloupe I ate, it was not a good one. Anyways, enough about that. Let's do comments. Let's read comments. Let's see. By the Great Walrus 9238. Having a BENQ monitor right next to your paint is devious. And I answered with one of my channel member emojis. But I don't know how it was devious. Like, are you afraid that the paint gonna get on the monitor? Maybe. But, I mean, it's not like the paint is just gonna explode, right? So... so that comment actually confused me a bit. Let's see. And I just realized both of my monitors are BENQ. Or BENQ. I think it's called BENQ. Just realized both of them are. Were they both back in when I made this video? Let's see. Yes, they were. Okay. Let's see. By Lazul. Oh yeah, that comment by the Great Walrus was on Citadel, Valhalla, and Blizzard versus Vallejo, Ground Texture Snow. Comment by Lazul. Comfy episode, I watched all of it. And that was on Let's Play Pokemon Renegade Platinum Part 15. Yeah, it was, you know, I'll be honest, I don't remember much from that episode other than the fact that I was a bit disappointed of the gym trainers in that gym. If I remember correctly, I think the gym trainers had a lot of like just baby Pokemon, which was very like, didn't really like that. Especially since it's the last gym. So they had too many babies. Like for example, I think I remember a trainer having like Elekid, and then an Electabuzz. Like, maybe if he had an Elekid, Electabuzz, I would be like, okay. They don't want to give him Electivire because, you know, the ace Pokemon of the Volkner, understandable. But don't do two Elekids. Or the trainer that I think had like a Pichu, Pikachu. What? Pikachu, Raichu? Understandable. I don't really like the gym trainer choices right there. By Lazul on episode 14 or part 14 of Pokemon Renegade Platinum. Spore is hella overpowered. It is. It is. I mean, that's why Sleep Claws exist in Smogon, at least. I know it doesn't. That doesn't really exist in competitive Pokemon, like VGC. But that also, you know, I think it's a little bit less powerful there than in this singles. Let's see. Also because of how prevalent electric terrain is. Because of Miraidon. I mean, you can't fall asleep in electric terrain. Comment by Lazul. The new Wolfenstein games are weird. That's like a forward arrow. The new Wolfenstein games are weird. Story-wise, you can tell it was written by an American leftist or something, lol. Oh, that was kind of like what I said in the video, that new Wolfenstein games are weird. And then Lazul responded, story-wise, you can tell it is written by an American leftist or something, lol. They put communism in a very good light. There's even a Jewish communist in your crew, lol, and a black woman, represented by Debra Wilson, which is a Black Panther. He is ideologically preachy. I mean, I'll be honest, I'll just skip all cutscenes when I can. So, in any of the games that actually finished. Now, I don't remember there being a black woman. Maybe there was a black woman in like the newest one, but like I said, I only played the tutorial mission of you being in a wheelchair, and then when you got to like the home base, I decided I don't want to play anymore. Even though I liked the wheelchair one, the fact that it took 2 hours, I don't know, like that game to me was like, no. I had my fun with the wheelchair, and they removed the wheelchair and gave us a power suit. I'm out. Let's see, the Jewish communist. I mean, I think that might be like from the first of like the new Wolfenstein games, and I do think, yeah, the first Wolfenstein game kind of like fell apart when they started introducing like that Jewish underground like cult, something technology cult. They're kind of like, oh, we created all, you know, the Nazi technology. The reason it's so good is because they stole that war technology from us Jews. But don't worry, us Jews, we created all this terrible technology that can completely destroy the world just to create it. We were never going to use it or anything, or use it to control others. That's something only the Nazis would do. Like, to me, it felt a little bit in that first game, whereas you kind of feel like, I don't really know if I trust this Jewish cult. So maybe the Nazis saved the day. Who knows? By exposing this technology, and then our main character, who is well, I guess half a Jew, as we learn in the second game, during those fucking cutscenes that you couldn't skip, with the dad. He saves the day. I mean, I do think the first one, I'll be honest, I barely remember anything of the story. Even though I don't think I skipped a lot of the story in the first one. But I don't remember any of it. I mean, it's been years since I played it. Another one, communism in a very good light. I mean, I did finish this year. Let's see, what was the one that I actually finished? Wolfenstein the Old Blood. In that one, I don't really remember them putting communism in like a very good light. Or like a Jewish communism. I don't remember there being any But then again, I skipped a decent amount of cutscenes. But I mean, it does make a little bit of sense, right? Because, well, at that time, America and the Soviet Union were supposed to be allies, right? Or they had like a certain alliance, right? Um, and the main enemy you're fighting is the Nazis. So, to me, it kind of like makes sense that would be the case. Where, because I mean, they haven't gone through the Cold War, right? It's kind of like, this game is also putting like the British in a good light, and we all know that probably Churchill was maybe one of the worst people during World War II, right? So, I mean, to me, doesn't really matter at all. I think the game should be very like ideology preachy or ideologically like basically propaganda for the side of America in that game, right? Or at least for Blaskov, whatever the main character is called, and the little group he's part of. It should be, because we're playing through their lens, right? With them rising up against the Nazis. So, to me, I don't know, it makes sense. I do not know who Debra Wilson is. And I do not know. Okay, what is Black Panther? Is that a Marvel movie? Black Panther Marvel movie, yeah. Never seen it. Okay, let's see. Who is Debra Wilson? I recognize that face, yeah. Like when you see a black woman in a video game, it's her face. Okay. I recognize her. I'll be honest, I don't remember her from the Wolfenstein game, so maybe I didn't play long enough to see her. And in the two games were actually finished, I don't think she was in those two. Okay, let's see. Black Panther, not Marvel, because I don't think you mean the Marvel movie. Okay, Black Panther, not Marvel. It just comes up even more Marvel stuff. Okay, Black Panther, Debra Wilson. Debra Wilson. So she was also in the Marvel cinematic. Okay, so I guess that's what you mean. I don't know. Never watched. I mean, when it comes to Marvel movies, the only one I've seen, well, I've seen the first Iron Man one, which I thought was like fine. I think I remember that being like a 6 out of 9. I watched the first Thor movie, which I was like, that's like a 2 out of 9. And then I think I've seen one more. Don't remember what. I do remember there being a scene of Black Widow and the Hulk fighting or something. Whatever movie that was in. And I was like, okay, that was like a 3 out of 9, and I've not seen any other Marvel movie other than those 3. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, those are the comments. I mean, I do have a little bit to talk about. Like when I went to buy this drink, I bought some other stuff as well. And, you buy with an app. And when I was scanning a lot of things, certain things just didn't scan at all. And some things that I was able to scan, if I bought more than one of them, when I tried to put in, like, I bought 2 or 3, well, I guess in this case it was like 3 of this thing, it would spin, it would show number 3, but the price would not go up. So it's like, okay, there's something weird here. So when I got to checkout, I went and I pressed like, there's something wrong, asked for assistance, things did not scan correctly. There we go. And they come. And I say like, okay, this didn't scan. These things right here, they scanned, but when I try to increase the amount that I scanned, the price is incorrect. Because the price that I was showing that I was gonna pay was like 540 kroner, Swedish kroner. Even though my head math as I was buying stuff tells me it should have been around 780 to 800 something. So I told that to them. And then when I told that to them, they kind of went like, huh. And they started treating me as I'm a thief. I'm like, you fucking bitch. If I was a thief, like, I didn't really care about the fact that I thought I was a thief. What I cared about is that I thought I was so fucking stupid that if I was a thief, why would I be the one to tell them, like, that you know what, I'm a thief, and all these things that I'm showing you are the things that I'm planning on stealing. Like, what? If I was a thief, I would have just done it what it said on the app and then walked out, right? Instead, I was like, no, the number is incorrect. Like, I should actually pay more. So now I'm kind of like, oh, fuck. I should have not done that. Because it was like 20 minutes that I had to sit there and be like, oh my god. You fucking retards. And then when they scan, they're like, oh, this thing wasn't scanned. I'm like, yes, it wasn't scanned. Like, why do you think I called on you? You know, to tell you that, like, 30% of the things that I'm trying to buy just aren't getting scanned on your fucking shitty ass app. You know, your trash app. Like, yeah. So that's something I guess I could title this "Went Outside, Got Triggered" or something. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And that story, like that happened like 2 or 3 days ago. But this is one of the things that I bought back then. Bought some salmon, and I also bought some like skewers. Sadly, I fucked up the cooking on the skewers, so that was like 100 kroners just wasted right there because I undercooked them and they were pork. And then, you know, they like undercooked them and didn't want to eat that, and had been like overnight, so can't just recook them, you know. It would have been different if I cut in after I cooked and be like, oh, they're not cooked yet, and then put them back and start cooking them while they're still hot. But they got cold, and that's when my mom noticed that they were undercooked. And I shouldn't have tried to cook them on the same day I went out, you know, and bought stuff. Because I was so tired. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.